Hi, this is Ray, and I'd like to introduce you to a website called Leader Tracker. By working together, education leadership candidates and participating institutions can track, manage, and accredit their in-field practicum and performance-based professional growth plans. You are allowed to negotiate, plan, and execute professional growth plans. And you can collaborate with all sorts of groups, work groups, support teams, and partnerships of various sorts. And your roles within those groups dictate what you can do in the system. Finally, you can use all the information that you've created, either in the group or in your personal information, to create electronic portfolios to share to prospective employers. But let's bring this a little more down to earth. You can see I've logged in as Pat Smith. And Pat is a 5th grade math teacher who is in a Master's of Education Leadership program at her university, and she is aspiring to become a middle school principal. At the top of the screen, you can see there are 3 main menus that make Leader Tracker simple and easy for Pat to use. Under My Information, Pat can store her goals. She can create any number of journals. She can store files and folders of files. And she can store her entire resume history. And from all this personal information, she can create the portfolios that she wants to share with others. But importantly, all this information is private. None of it can be seen by anyone but Pat until Pat chooses to share it with someone else. Under this next menu, you can see that Leader Tracker allows Pat to create, join, and participate in different groups within the system. And Leader Tracker has different kinds of groups, work groups, support teams, partnerships, and as time goes on, we'll add new kinds of groups. And from this third menu, you can see that Leader Tracker allows Pat to share her information. She can create portfolio web pages from the stored information and share it with employers, prospective employers, her coach, her classmates, and her work colleagues. And now let's focus on Pat and her goal to become a middle school principal. In this case, my school district has assembled a special kind of group within Leader Tracker known as a leader support team. And like most groups, you can have online threaded group discussions. You can share files. And you can share an online calendar. A leader support team has special functionality to negotiate, plan, and execute a professional growth plan that will assist me in my objective. When we first start, it automatically defaults to stage 1 inputs, so I'll click there to illustrate. Here you can see a getting started checklist for the group. Since Pat is the leadership candidate, she can only see and mark complete some of these items. Stage 2 is very important. Here the team members can suggest, discuss, and plan what learning, practice, or actions Pat should pursue to meet her goal. This team also has access to performance-based modules from the Georgia Leadership Institute for School Improvement, which are a collection of 70 or more real-world education leadership tasks that have been researched and proven to successfully prepare candidates. In our scenario, our candidate Pat feels very uncomfortable and unprepared with developing communication plans. So a few days ago, Pat logged into Leader Tracker and suggested the team include this performance-based module that you can see at the top of the list in the Pat plan. Even though she had a course on this at university, she is still uncertain when and how to select the right strategy. At a glance, Pat can see the opinions of each member of the support team as they've logged in and expressed their own opinions. Leader Tracker makes this simple and easy by automatically flagging new comments, and Pat can read them by clicking on the icon. Leader Tracker also sends an email digest once daily of any of the changes to the Pat plan. Pat can read them each individually, or she can read all of them together in chronological order by using the All Comments and Changes button. Once there is agreement, the coach or university representative can move any agreed upon modules to the execution phase. Here the system allows everyone in the team to track the progress of each module. Notice that team members can upload supporting documentation, such as evidence of completion, action research materials, basically anything that can be created or scanned electronically. Finally, when the path plan is completed, the system provides the team a checklist of next step suggestions. Of course, Pat would like to keep her work and share it later with certain groups, institutions, or persons. Using the Share menu, Pat can create a number of different portfolio web pages. Here, Pat can see a list of existing pages. Creating a portfolio web page is fast and easy. We build a page by dragging and dropping information blocks. In this case, I'll use the folder block to quickly share all of Pat's action research summaries. Once I drop the block into the place I want it on the page, a configuration panel appears. I'll click an existing folder and then give the block a special title when displayed in my page. Notice that LeaderTracker automatically pulls the files from only the folder that Pat chose. Since I used the folder block, if Pat later adds another file, it will automatically appear in this page. Let's give the page a title. While I type, let me reemphasize that all your portfolio pages pull from your My Information area. So to change your information, such as updating a date or file, you always change it under the My Information area. As a final step, let's decide who can see this new portfolio web page. As you can see, Pat can control not only who can see this page, but when they can see it. If I add the public to the access list, it will allow the page to be seen by anyone on the internet, even if they aren't a member of LeaderTracker. But on more careful thought, Pat decides to search for a group. Here's a group of Baldwin County principals. I'll click Remove in order to take the public off the access list. Now I click Done, and my portfolio web page is ready. Well, there you have it. That's a whirlwind tour of LeaderTracker.